Hey y'all, hope you're doing absolutely amazing. Brandon Renas here. I haven't been doing videos as much over the last few days. The election's over, it's time to catch our breath a little bit. And one of the things I want to say is not to jump to conclusions so quickly. A lot of these websites, either on pro or con against Donald Trump or for him, are going to be suggesting who he's appointing and who he isn't appointing and jumping all over these things. We're not going to know the facts until they're actually set in stone. So let's not jump all over things that he's doing right or things that he's doing wrong. I do want to say that Chris Christie was kicked out or fired. I'm not exactly sure how that worked out. And that actually made me like Donald Trump a lot more. The fact that he did that made me go, dang, actually maybe this man really is serious about changing things in our country. I did not like Chris Christie even getting the opportunity to have a position in Donald Trump's administration. And after getting fired, it made me a little more optimistic about it. But I kind of want to talk about a few different things here, guys. Right now we've got this huge, absurd, race-baiting protesting going on right now. I am all for public demonstration and all for you trying to get your point across through waving signs and through public, yelling and different things of this kind. I love it. I've actually waved a sign on street corners many days. Started with my dad when he would, when people would stiff our business and we would end up doing a lot of work for free. We would actually go and wave signs in front of the business and say, we would refinish countertops and bathtubs. And so after we'd finished the project, a few weeks, they wouldn't pay us. And these apartment complexes, we would go and wave our signs in front of the apartment complex that, hey, don't rent here. These guys will take your money or they won't, take care of you, different things like that. And let's just say it got the message across and we started getting paid on time every time, no matter what, because they didn't want the bad press. And the same thing for this election, even though I wasn't a fan of Donald Trump's or Hillary Clinton's, I would wave signs on the street corner pointing out my different opinions, my different agendas, different things that would hopefully help people think critically. So I have no issues with any of that. But when you're starting to block freeways, yeah, I have an issue with that. And I have zero sympathy when you get hit by a vehicle. I don't. Yeah, if you're going to block a road, in my opinion, you deserve to get hit by a car. I don't care if it's Black Lives Matter. I don't care if it's because your president didn't win. Also, if you're going to burn vehicles, I hope you spend a lot of time in prison. That's vandalism. And that's where we go from, these are no longer protests, but these are riots. Okay, riots, you deserve jail time and prison time. Protests, I'm all for it. Sit on your corner, walk down the street, march and scream whatever you want. I can't stand what they're screaming. F Donald Trump. Sorry, guys, that's crude. That's stupid. You're not going to get people to go, oh, these guys are really tolerant. These guys are really thinking hard. These guys, maybe I should listen to them. When you're screaming, F Donald Trump, F America, stomping on the flag, you're not gaining supporters. You're not gaining people that are going to go, oh, hey, I feel sorry for these guys. Maybe these guys sound like really logical people. Maybe we should have listened to them a little more. Instead, they go, this is exactly why I voted for Donald Trump. Screw you. I mean, literally, in my opinion, real liberals, true liberals, people that are actually critical thinkers. How do you look at these protests and go, man, this is what my party stands for? Because we have to hold things into comparison. I mean, if Donald Trump has any KKK members that show up at one of his rallies, he all of a sudden supports the KKK. So if there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people rioting, blocking freeways, beating people, ripping people out of vehicles, saying rape Melania, if that is what your party stands for, and there's thousands of them, not just a couple random KKK members, but thousands, at what point do you go, hey, my party stands for hate. My party stands for racism. My party is a fearmonger. My party is disgusting. And it's worse than that, guys. This is something I've been really heavily on Facebook lately, debating different people. And I really enjoy debating. To me, if you can debate somebody without using crude language, and I mean, sometimes I'll be a little meaner on people, especially if they're promoting things that are going to end up hurting people or could end up hurting people. So I'll get a lot more direct with those people. But in general, if you're throwing language around, if you're the first person to call names, you're probably losing the argument. And so I always am very respectful as much as possible, and I try to have dialogue. I mean, that's how we're going to get critical thinkers to our side, no matter what side you're on. If you're a liberal and you truly believe you're right, promote debate. Get on other people's pages, talk to them, communicate with them, try to get them to your side. Name calling isn't going to help your cause. And if you have to call names first and you can't actually prove your point, and you have to resort to name calling, or you're a bigot, or oh, you're racist, unless they're actually racist, you're probably losing the argument. And the sad part for me is how loosely we use the word racist, bigot, sexist, rapist, terrorist. We use these words, piece of cake, look like Donald Trump. We use these powerful, disgusting words like they're not important. Donald Trump's a rapist. Oh, well, we're not going to mention that every single rape charge, every single woman that charged him with rape has dropped all their cases now that he was elected. Which seems like a coincidence if you actually believe he's a rapist. But you were using the word rapist, if you were using that word rapist. Think about how serious of an accusation you were making against Donald Trump. I don't care whether you like him or not. You don't have to. You could hate his guts. You still don't call someone a rapist unless they're a flipping rapist. If I know you're a rapist and somebody's calling you a rapist and you're around my sister, you're very likely going to get yourself whooped. And if you're using that word loosely, you're going to end up getting people hurt. We can look at these rallies. People are getting hurt. These words have consequences. We can go to liberal pages. He's a racist. Well, we're not going to mention that the first person to endorse him was a black man that was running against him. We're not going to mention that one of the highest people up in his company is a black woman. No. He's a racist. Think about this, guys. Oh, well, he's got a little bit of racism because he said this. Guys, since when is a racist have people in his company? Oh, this guy's really racist. He's, if a racist is going to have a person in his company and he's forced to because he's trying to cover his racism, which doesn't make sense, wouldn't make him very racist because a racist person is going to be proud he's racist, right? F black people, woohoo, that's what a racist would be. That black person would be in the very bottom of his company, scraping shoes. But no, that's not the case with Donald Trump. So what's sad is we use these words that are so powerful, so hate-filled, so disgusting, and we expect no consequences. First of all, this truly gives white supremacists more power. Now, when you tell me that that person's a rapist or a racist or anything else that's disgusting, I'm going to be a lot more prone not to believe you. I'm going to be a lot more prone to give the person the benefit of the doubt because the word is used so loosely and so pathetically. Now that person who I would tear into, who I would point out to be the complete coward, fool, hypocrite, flop. That's what I would do if I was around a true KKK member, a true racist. I would literally make them feel like they were nothing, because that's what they are. But now we use that word so loosely that I hear that and I go, oh, well, I'm not even going to look into that. I'm not going to do anything because I have no clue what the guy is. Chances are he's not. I mean, shoot, Donald Trump's a racist. Pretty much anybody he decides that he wants in his cabinet is going to be racist. We already know this. Same thing. The liberals have been using the same lines every single election. Over and over and over. And now people like the KKK can get away with way more. Because upstanding people like myself, can't defend the innocent. Because we'd have to go and attack every single person that's a racist, which obviously they are not. And people like me actually care about credibility. And there's lots of other people that are far better men or women than I that would defend the innocent from scumbags like that. And what's worse is we promote this hate Go to liberal pages. He's a racist. He's a sexist. He's a bigot. Woo, 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 woo. All we're going to do is pound our pages over and over and over and over. Same thing, saying the same thing. Racist, bigot. Our country's going to go to town. Oh no, we're going to deport all the Mexicans. He's against immigration. He hates all Muslims. This is what's promoted over and over and over for days and weeks and months and years. We promote it over and over and over. And then those who are too dumb to do research, those who do not have enough time to do research, those who actually think the pages are credible, listen to these kind of things. And they see Donald Trump get elected and they go, oh no, I'm going to get shot. I'm going to get lynched. And they riot in the streets and they burn the American flag. Now some of these people are scumbags they don't care. They probably even know the truth. I mean, half these people are probably bought and paid for. Some of these things are false flags. But there are still a lot of people out there that are truly scared because of pages promoting propaganda, because of them belittling the word racist, bigot, and so many other words. These words have power, and we're taking away the meaning of it. And what's worse is we're using them in ways that create groups to want to get together and scream rape Melania and scream F Donald Trump, burning the American flag, violently beating up people who have a Donald Trump sticker. Is that what the left promotes? This is not just for Republicans, guys. Yeah, I know, we're all going to get behind Donald Trump. Rah, 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 they're all bad guys. This is all for liberals. If you're a critical thinker, why isn't Obama trying to stop this madness? Why isn't he saying, whoa, guys, calm down? Why aren't you holding your pages accountable? And again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. This thought crossed my mind today. I was listening to, and I don't know the name, so I apologize. We can look him up. We can figure it out. I was listening to, I believe it's Karl Rove. I could be completely wrong. It's the dude that was a part of the Clinton campaign and became a Republican, and he's some pundit for Fox News, all this stuff. Long story short, he's attacking the Democrats for putting someone in charge of the DNC who's a Muslim. And the guy supports Muslims being able to send more money back home. And he was promoting them to be able to do that in the United States. And he was calling that a bad thing. And he was anti the Iraq War. And what a horrible person he is. And I pointed out on that page with my conservative friends that to me sounds like hate and fear-mongering. We should be complimenting somebody that was against the Iraq War. We should be complimenting somebody that's promoting people should be able to do what they want with their own money, whether it's staying in the United States or going out. See, if that was a conservative doing that, we'd be all for it. But because it was a Democrat, oh no, we got to be against it. So liberals, this isn't just for you. This is for Democrats too. This is for Republicans. This is for independents. We have to hold our own side accountable. But it is more than likely that we're going to have people dying in the streets or at these rallies. We've already had someone get shot. We've already had people violently beaten, ripped out of their cars, cars burned, buildings burned. And in my opinion, this would not happen if people actually used the word racist properly. Because we want to get a point across, it's okay to use the word racist loosely. Because we want to get a point across, it's okay for us to use the word bigot loosely or rapist loosely. It's disgusting. I want you to think about how you use those words. And I think this would be the best way to put it. And this goes for anybody that wants to use any strong language. If you're going to call someone a bigot on Facebook or any other name, figure out whether you would say it to their face first. And if you wouldn't, don't say it. We all can be those keyboard warriors. Oh yeah, I'll take you on, man. Let's go. Woo, woo. But we're truly not helping anyone. We're not even helping our own cause. We're hurting our own credibility when we use those words loosely. We're hurting those who are truly raped, those who have truly been through racist things, those who have truly been through bigoted things. We are hurting them by hurting their credibility, by using those words so loosely. So we're hurting our own cause. We're hurting our own credibility. We're hurting the true victims. For what? To get a point across? It's time to wake up, guys. Everybody on both sides of the aisle. That's all I've got. If you guys want more videos like this, please hit subscribe. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. It's Brandon Renas signing out.